Hi everyone, welcome back. Today's lesson is about present perfect continuous tense. I know learning English can be a bit difficult because there's a lot to learn, but I promise you will get better by practicing. Now today's video is an important lesson, so make sure you stay with me right till the end. And if you want to be the first one to get notified about my upcoming videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon button as well. Like the video if you find the lesson useful and share with your friends. Let's get started. First, we will learn how to form the present perfect continuous tense. We form this tense by using has and have with been. So the structure of the sentence becomes subject plus has or have plus been plus the verb in the ing form plus the object. If the subject is I, we, you, they, we use have, and if the subject is he, she or it, we use has. Now let's move on to understand about the usage of this tense. So first, we use this tense to talk about something that started in the past and is still continuing in the present. For example, I have been waiting to see the bank manager for 2 hours. So you can say that I might have reached the bank at 11 a.m. and right now it's 1 p.m. So it's already been 2 hours and I'm still waiting. So here, an action that started 2 hours ago is still continuing. Let's have a look at a few more examples to understand this better. She has been living in London for 20 years. They have been learning English for 4 months. Sachin and I have been working since 7 a.m. You might have noticed in these examples that in the first 2 sentences, I use the word for, while in the last sentence, I use the word since. We use for when talking about the duration for how long an action has been happening, whereas we use the word since to talk about a specific point in time. Let's move on to understand the second usage of this tense. Present perfect continuous tense can be used to talk about past actions only if the action has happened recently and the result of the actions matter in the present time. Let's have a look at an example. I am exhausted because I have been working all day. So here my work is finished. I worked all day, but as a result, now I am tired or exhausted. Another example can be, the roads are wet because it's been raining. Here in this example, it has already stopped raining, but the result of the action is that streets and roads are still wet. Next, this tense can also be used to talk about actions without emphasizing on the duration of the time. And here we will use words like lately or recently. Let's understand this by looking at these examples. Recently, Sachin has been walking every day. They have been practicing English together recently. So we can use recently either at the beginning of the sentence or at the end of the sentence. Next is, you have been swimming a lot lately. Lately, she has been writing a lot. So in all these examples, we haven't talked about the duration of the actions happened. You're doing a great job. Now let's quickly jump on to understand the negative form of this tense. The important point to remember here is to use the word not after has or have. We will understand this by looking at these examples. The first example is, I have not been cooking lately. He has not been feeling well these days. Here, we can also use contractions like haven't for have not and hasn't for has not. Just stay with me a little longer and we will learn to form the questions using this tense. We will have a look at 2 sentences and then we will learn to form the questions from those sentences, and it's quite simple. So the first sentence here is, she has been walking for an hour. All we have to do is change the order of first two words of the sentence. So we move the word has before the subject and our sentence changes to a question. Has she been walking for an hour? And to answer this question, you can simply say yes, she has, or no, she hasn't. Let's look at the next example. They have been studying since 6 a.m. So here also we will change the order of the first two words of the sentence, and the sentence will be changed to a question, and it will be, have they been studying since 6 a.m.? Let's just look at a few more examples of interrogative sentences using this tense. The first one is, how have you been feeling these days? Where has she been traveling? Why have you been feeling sad? What has he been doing lately? Great job, everyone. I'm sure you understood all that we learned today. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments, and you know I will answer your questions. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care.